5 years ago, I lost Christy. Christy was a 35-year-old engineer. Some called her a genius. But she had presented at my consultation, complaining of chest pain and blurry vision. Her blood pressure read stage 2 hypertension. We advised her, and following the guidelines, by the way, we had to start her treatment in 2 weeks. But Christy didn't return in 2 weeks or ever. 5 days later, our family ran to the emergency room. Christy had collapsed while returning home and ascending the staircase. The ER team diagnosed her dead, secondary to a massive heart attack. Now, Christy could have been alive if just a system existed which could alert her of an imminent heart attack, which could warn her of something happening or the system that this is going to happen. Standing at the bedside, I was frustrated because my stethoscope couldn't listen to Christy's impending heart. Neither could the health system help her. Frozen, I left the clinic that day asking questions. Why should we lose lives like Christy? Christy is the reason I became a doctor, to save lives. Traditional healthcare helps us see patients one after the other, but it misses millions of Christy who die because we never get to see them. And that is why today I decided not just to be a doctor, but to also be a doctor of systems. Welcome to my app entitled I Code, and yes, I heal. This is credit to some of my colleagues back in med school who are into slam poetry, and they had to edit my ideas together. And so I read. Who am I? I am a researcher with 2 hands, a stethoscope in one hand, and a data set in another. I am a doctor, born where diagnosis comes too late. And now I dream in code to make care reasonable. One heart beats in a dusty plane, where charts gather dust. The other pulses in data sets and syntax at user edge servers, where logic flows and outcomes grow. In clinics where hope runs thin, the sick waits for miracles that never love you. No records, no reminders, just whispers for next month that fade. I came to Zurich not just to learn, but to transform, to stitch algorithms in old ones, to build healing in digital form, and to ask, can I be a doctor of systems too? What is my research? But what if your phone could beep before your heart skipped? What if an AI learns your heart rhythm and whisper life-saving tips? I want to build that whisper. I want to model that rhythm. My PhD reimagines healthcare in places where resources are scarce, but resilience is rich. A reality where infrastructure whispers, but where innovations rises anyway. I study how electronic health records, AI tools, and decision support systems can help people with chronic diseases find continuity, compassion, and care. I mine registries, model the access gaps, designed for people who never get a follow-up. Not just for Africa, but from Africa. Because sometimes, scarcity is where the smartest systems are born. In the silence of infrastructures, innovation screams at its loudest. What have I learned about this? I have learned that no tech is neutral, that no care is complete without context, that silence tells stories in data too. The TSI Excellence Program didn't just teach me, it rewired me. At the interdisciplinary labs, we learned and stepped out of my comfort zone, studying digital ethics, law, and data regulations. In the dissemination labs, we created together, showing that truly teamwork makes the dream work. I have sharpened my tools through scientific writing, open source intelligence, good research practice, qualitative research. And even now, I have learned how to pitch in pixels and not just PowerPoint. ZSI taught me this. Tech without empathy is just noise. But tech grounded in humanity, that is where healing begins. And of course, I have been transformed. I entered the TSI with a medical lens. Now I see through the lens of the economists, the psychologists, the computer scientists, the lawyers, and the activists. And I ask questions which are hard. Who benefits from this app? Whose data are we mining? Whose voice is absent from this intervention? I've reworked my questions, tuned my frameworks, and in every hypothesis, I ask not just what hurts, but what will help. Because my thesis isn't just about building tools, it's about the people. And moving forward, so I ask you, not for applause, but for partnerships. In here to help me go deeper on this journey. Let's co-design workshops for equitable scale-up. Let's explore implementation guardrails for AI tools. Let's bridge code and community. And tech together with transition. Data with dignity. The DSI help me test my ideas. Help me sharpen my lens. Introduce me to AI engineers, digital health scientists, policymakers, and of course, the digital health system here in Switzerland. Because it isn't just a thesis, it is a blueprint for digitization of health systems, a digital pulse, for the invisible pieces in data. It is hope to reach crises we might never get to see.